Hello, hopefully you can see and hear me well enough. So we're starting back in our Wednesday night series. I know that a lot of us have had lots of lifestyle changes in the last couple of weeks or so, and I hope everyone's staying safe and well, and most importantly, taking time to look after yourselves and those around you. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the nice weather as well, though. But at least that's something to back us all up. I don't know about you, but I've been managing to get out walks and just enjoying being at home, being in nature, cooking. It's just those little practices of self-care that we can do and really encourage at the moment. That being said, I really was coming up with kind of a lesson plan for today's flow and for next few flows. And I just feel like we need to start with kind of a little rinse out, a little release. So with further ado, I want to encourage you to come into a comfortable seat. You can either sit cross-legged or legs out long in front of you, anything that's comfortable for you. I'm sitting up on a really cushy little cushion, and just take a moment to get comfy, get cozy. And we'll just take a few moments here to be with our breath before we begin with our flow. To start to just bring your attention, your awareness into your breath. Notice the inhalation, the coolness of the air as you inhale in. Just relax with the exhale. So just noticing here, maybe closing down the eyes, feeling safe in the comfort of your own home. Just paying attention to the breath. Noticing if it's deep or shallow. How does it feel to take a full breath of air into your body? And what does it feel like when you release and relax on your exhalation? See if you can lengthen your inhalation now. Allow the air to fill you from your belly, through your ribs, all the way to the top of your chest. Exhale, welcome that softness as your chest softens, your ribs soften, and your belly softens. Taking that full deep breath now, filling yourself up with air. And we'll exhale through the mouth to sigh, release everything out. 2 more deep breaths in and sighs out. Inhaling in. Drop the shoulders as you relax and sigh out. 1 more inhale. Exhale, sigh. Dropping those shoulders. The whole body is just relaxing here. Stacking your chest over your hips, your chin over your chest, drawing up tall through the spine. Inhaling deeply through the nose and sending that breath down to the base of your spine. As you exhale, allow the breath to travel from the base of your spine through your body, out through the nose. See if you can stick with that breath. Notice where the inhalation changes to an exhalation. And where the exhalation changes to an inhalation. Notice the rolling movement of an inhalation to exhalation. Notice the change, the fluidity, and the capability of your body to adapt to that change. Inhale, allow your belly to be soft as it expands, filling with air. Exhale, draw your navel in. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel draws in. Inhale to expand through the belly. Feel the expansion through your ribs to your chest. Exhale, softening the chest, softening the ribs, drawing the navel in. Inhale, expanding through the belly, through the ribs, to the top of the chest. Exhale, chest softens, ribs soften, belly soften. Inhale, expand through the belly, through the sides of the torso, up through the ribs, through the chest. Everything lifts as you inhale for the bright new energy. And exhale, soften as you release those old energies. Any worries or frustrations are leaving your body as you exhale. As you inhale, you're making space, creating and filling those areas of released tension, filling them with new possibilities brought in with your inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale, belly lifts, chest lifts, full of new possibilities, finding that space. Exhale, release any qualms, any quibbles that are coming up into your mind. Just let them go as you exhale. We're really focusing on letting go and inviting new possibilities, new perspectives. As you inhale, new energy, that new air, that prana, your life force. Make room for it by releasing what doesn't serve as you exhale. Keep noticing your inhalations and exhalations, and if it's useful for you here, you can start to see your inhalation as a bright white light, giving imagery to that energy. Feel it fill through your body to your fingertips and toes, down the arms, down the central body, through the legs. And as you exhale, imagine your exhalation filled with grey smoke. Imagine that grey smoke as all of your frustrations and fears. Just let them go, release them from this time and being here on the mat. Inhale in and welcome that fresh, bright, new energy, new perspective, new ways of being. And exhale, release it all out. Start to slowly open the eyes. We're keeping our navel drawing in, sitting up really nice and tall. You can keep the eyes closed here, or you can bring them to a soft gaze. If you're sitting up on a block or bolster, you can stay there, You can bring your hips down onto the ground and just move that block out away from you. Rounding down with the sits bones and sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you take your shoulder rolls backwards, especially if, like me, you're getting used to working at a different desk or you're just holding a lot of tension there. Just find whatever movement works for you. Maybe big circles, maybe one shoulder at a time, maybe little circles, whatever works for you. And we'll meet in stillness. So one more deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale and lift the gaze, interlace the fingers and send them out in front of you. So when you're pushing towards the front of the room, the shoulder blades are reaching towards the space between the shoulder blades. Maybe your back starts to feel like it arches a little bit. Draw that navel in and sit up nice and tall. So you're pushing forward, but you're not slouching forward. Still sitting up straight in the spine. Core's working here. And the hips are heavy. So imagine you've got weights on either side of the leg. Inhaling, reach forward, hinging at the hips. As you exhale, start to come over towards the right hand side. Inhale, come back through center, maybe your chin comes to your chest. Exhale, moving over to the left hand side. Inhale, hinging through the hips. Wrists come forward. Exhale to the right. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to left. Inhale to center. And speed it up. So as you exhale, come round. Inhale, come forwards. Now that you've got the movement down, doing your own time, focusing on your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Imagine you're stirring a big old pot of comforting soup. And just finding movement in the spine. It's okay if the knees start to lift. Maybe turning it into a little dance. Reaching forward as you inhale, exhale, rounding back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, chin comes to chest as you round back. Coming into center now and then just drawing those big circles, stirring the pot in the opposite direction. Bringing your head and neck into it if it feels good. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. You can keep your gaze focused in front of you. You're just finding movement, rinsing out the old. Feeling the mid-body turn on. Bringing your attention to the point beneath your sternum. And let the energy move from there. So feel it working here, the top of your spine. If you want to unlace the hands, you can move them in a big swooshing movement. Imagine you're rinsing out or washing away some water, coming in the opposite direction to swoosh, maybe swooshing from side to side. This wasn't part of the plan, it's just a really nice fun movement if you want to try. Swoosh to the left, inhale through center, swoosh to the right. Keep that focus point on your solar plexus, that point between your navel and your sternum. Swoosh. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, come back into center, and we'll move into our cow position. Just making your way onto the knees. Hands come underneath the shoulders, knees come under the hips, drawing the navel in. Inhale, lift the gaze, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, chin to chest, navel to spine, arch everything up. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest, tailbone reaches towards the sky, push into the tops of the feet. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine, squeeze everything in and out. Inhale, lifting the gaze, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. You can stay here for a few breaths, working with your own breath. Or you can start to take a little bit of movement, maybe rocking the hips over to the right hand side, the left hand side, finding a little shimmy, little bit of movement, working with your breath. So one inhalation, one movement, one exhalation, one movement. Maybe drawing big circles with the hips, and all the way around and back. Really anything that works for you. This is your moment, your time. And coming back into center, start to even the weight between the palms, between the feet. Push the tops of the feet into the earth. Lift the neck, lift the gaze straight through the spine. Engaging your lower belly, so your navel, your belly button's drawing in. Inhale, send the right leg out long. Engage here, feel that strength as you lift your heel towards the ceiling, keeping those hips level. Inhaling in, exhale across the right leg, over the left. And a nice stretch through your right side body as your gaze comes over towards the right foot. Inhaling, you can stay here, or you can start to shift the weight into the left palm, grounding into the toes of the right foot, lifting the right arm all the way up and off. Inhaling from that stretch through your chest, exhale, palm to earth. Inhaling, find that length, find that stretch, lift the right foot, bring it all the way back in and through, coming up into our low lunge. Maybe walking the left knee back, so your heel is in line with your knee. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, arms come down and come back behind us. Imagine their wings lifting our chest forwards. Inhale in, reach the arms up. Exhale to sweep and release. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sweep and release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Moving in your own time. Exhale, release the palms back down to the earth. Step back into our tabletop position. Find any movement that works for you. So maybe wiggling the hips back into the child's pose. Finding movement. Keeping the energies up here. And then stacking yourself back into your tabletop. Ground through the feet. Find that length in the spine. Navel's drawing in. Inhale in. Exhale, send the left leg out long this time. Stack those hips so you're not opening up with the hip here. Staying nice and level, nice and straight. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of the room. Engaging through your core. Feel that strength. Inhale in. Exhale, left leg crosses over the right. And your gaze comes over towards the left heel. Inhaling in here. Exhale, feel that stretch through the left side body. Inhale in and start to shift the weight into the left palm. Grounding down through both feet. Inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up. Maybe your gaze comes to the ceiling. Stacking the left arm over the left shoulder. Really reaching here, opening through the chest. Exhale, drop both hands back. Feel that strength through your body as you stack the hips and lift the left leg, crossing back through into center and coming through all the way into our low lunge, walking that right heel back if you need to. Again, check your alignment with your knee and heel as you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink a little lower into that lunge. Drop the shoulders away from the ear. Inhale in, exhale, sweep the arms to release. Working with your breath here. You can exhale through the mouth. Encourage that release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Release. Inhale to sweep. Exhale to release. Inhale to sweep. Exhale, release. Inhale to sweep. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, release, and plant the palms. Step back into your tabletop. Give the hips a little shimmy. So from our tabletop, we're going to shift the weight forward. Lift the backs of the legs so your weight's just on your knees. You can interlace the feet here or just keep them long together. And to inhale, shift the weight a little further forward. Maybe you need to walk your knees slightly back just to find that length in your spine. Find what works for you. Pointing through the toes. Weight on the palms, so pushing down evenly into each fingerprint and into that space in between the index finger and thumb. Your arms should be starting to feel it as you start to slowly bend the elbows, lower all the way down onto the belly. Hands will come underneath the shoulders directly. Lower the legs and press into the tops of the feet. Nice straight neck, straight spine. Inhale in, lift up, baby cobra. Elbows tuck in towards the side body. Little to no weight in the fingertips. Find that length through your neck. Feel the lift through your upper body. That point just above your navel, your solar plexus chakra. And exhale, lower the chest down. Curl the toes under. Push up onto the knees. And then taking a slow roll back, finding your downward facing dog. So send the hips all the way back onto the heels. And then start to slowly lift into your downward facing dog. Take whatever movement you need to here to find comfort in your down dog. So maybe you shift the hips from side to side. Maybe you bend the knees, stretch out those hamstrings. Hopefully a few of us have been doing a bit more walking, so this feels really nice and juicy. Relax the head and neck. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And come into stillness when you're ready. We'll take 3 deep breaths together here, lifting those hips up high towards the ceiling, inhaling in through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Bring both feet together, so toes touching here. Lift the heels ever so slightly and start to shift them over towards the right hand side so that your hips shift to the right. Arms should stay level, shoulders should stay level, so you don't want to open up so that your gaze can come under your armpit. But just finding a nice stretch as you send your hips back towards the right side of the room. Should feel a stretch through your left side body. Inhale Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, heels go over towards the left. Find that stretch in the right side body. Inhale in, feel that stretch, that length. And exhale, come back through center. Inhale in, bend the knees, lift the gaze, and we're going to take a slow walk to the top of the mat, crossing one foot over the other. So right foot crosses over the left foot over the right. Find a little wiggle here. This always kind of reminds me of Mowgli, for some reason dancing in the jungle. Inhale in as you reach the top of your mat and find your halfway lift, bringing your hands onto the thighs or onto the shins, or keeping them down on the earth. Just find that length, that strength through your upper body. Elbows tucking in, neck nice and long. And then exhale, fold and release. Deep breath out. Forward fold. Inhale in here, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come through, heart center, navel draws in, standing up nice and tall. Drop the hands to the sides. Just feel some grounding in your mountain pose. Feel all 10 toe tips touching into the earth. Corners of the feet grounding onto the mat. Heels drawing energy from the earth. You can feel the energy moving through your shins, through your calves, drawing up through the thighs, the hips. Feel the energy all the way to the top of your head, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale in, bend the knees and sweep the arms overhead. Exhale to forward fold. We're going to come through our Surya Namaskara. So inhale to halfway lift. That's our sun salutations. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, retain your breath as you step back into a plank pose. And from your plank, you've either got the option to lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, or you can come through a full push-up. Inhale in, slide through into a baby cobra, draw those elbows in. Exhale, curl the toes under, push up into downward dog, or come through tabletop, lifting the hips up high into your down dog. 2 breaths here. And on your next inhale, step the right foot forward between the palms of the hands, lower the left knee, uncurl those back toes, and inhale, lift up, crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot to meet the right. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, hands come through your heart center all the way back down to the mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step the left foot back, lower the left knee, uncurl the toes. And inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, plant the palms. Holding, retaining your breath, step back. Inhale in, shift forward, lower those knees or lower all the way through a push-up into your baby cobra. We're staying with baby cobra on this round, so elbows tucking in, navel drawing in, pushing into the tops of the feet. Exhale, curl those toes under, push up into downward dog. You can always come through tabletop if you need to. Inhale, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee, uncurl those toes. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, sinking down into a crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, step the right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, fold.
Inhale, halfway lift, your version. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We're going to add on. Inhaling, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right foot back, lower the right knee. Inhaling and plant the right palm down by the left foot. Inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up overhead. Exhale, left arm comes down, curling under the toes of the back foot, stepping back into our plank pose. Take whatever variation works for you here, and you can come through into an upward facing dog as you inhale if that's in your practice, or you can come through a regular Surya Namaskara A. As you exhale, come back through into your down dog. Inhaling, step the right foot forward, lower the left knee down. Use your hand to help you if you need to. Inhale, plant the left palm, and inhale, sweep the right arm all the way up overhead. My fault there, I forgot. Inhale in, exhale, plant the palms, curl under the toes of the back foot, step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale into halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. Exhale, slice straight through the midline, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find that length, that strength. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back, lower the left knee, uncurl those toes. Inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, plant the left palm, rising through the right arm. Find that twist. Exhale, plant the right arm down. Uncurl the toes of the back foot, step back into your plank. Lowering in whatever variation works for you, so you can shift forward, lowering the knees, lowering the chest, tucking those elbows in, coming all the way through, sliding through as you inhale into your baby cobra. Exhale, curl those toes under. Find your way to a downward facing dog, so come onto the knees if it helps you. Lifting the hips up high as you exhale. 3 breaths here. Inhaling in. Exhale, lifting the hips a little higher. Inhaling in. Lifting a little higher. Inhale, step the left foot forward between the palms. Lower onto the right knee. Uncurl those toes. Planting the right hand by the left foot. Inhale, sweep up, open through your twist. Find that length. Exhale, plant the palm. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale into halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lower onto the right knee. Curl those toes under. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers so you come into Kali Mudra. So your index finger and thumb are extended. The rest of your fingers are interlaced. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Ground through the knee, through the top of the foot. See if you can sink a little lower. And then just see if you can start to slowly bend over towards the left-hand side. Feel that stretch through the left side body. Reaching the fingertips over towards the left side ceiling. Inhaling in. And exhale, come through center. Inhale over to the right this time. Find that length through the right side body. Exhale through center. Inhale, right elbow is going to come to the left knee. I'm just going to find a nice easy twist here. So you're focusing on bringing your thumbs, your palms of your hands towards the midline. This is too much for you. You can stay up in a crescent lunge. Feel that twist through your side body. Inhale in. And exhale, release the palms. Step back into your plank pose. Lower through a chaturanga as you shift the weight forward. Lower in whatever way works for you. Slide through cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, toes curl under. Shift back either through a tabletop or through all the way into your down dog. Just find a moment of stillness, of release as you breathe into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, lift those hips, out through the nose. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lower onto the left knee. We're just going to find a gentle twist here with our left hand planted on the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, plant the palm, curl the toes as a back foot and step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, come all the way down through the midline. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms. Step the left foot back. Lower onto the left knee. Uncurl those toes. Inhale, sweep both arms all the way up. Interlace those fingers. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, reaching up. Navel's drawing in, working really hard here. Inhaling in and sending the fingertips over towards the right hand side. Find that stretch through the right side body. Inhaling in. Exhale, come through center. Inhale to the left. So we're working with our balance here in this posture as well. Engaging through the core. One more inhalation in. Exhale into center. Inhale. Left elbows dropping down to the right knee. Find that twist. Again, if this is too much for you, take it slow. Maybe just take the twist with your palm down. Engage your core. Find that strength and steadiness as you rinse the energy from the center of your being. Inhale, come through center, plant the palms, and vinyasa, step back, flow in your own way. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, chest to earth. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, bending through the knees or lifting all the way up. Find your downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths, dropping the heels, lifting the hips, chest towards the thighs. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Inhale, your left foot steps in between the palms of the hands. Lower onto the right knee. Plant the palm and sweep the left arm all the way up overhead. Inhale in, drop the palm down. Curl under the toes of the back foot. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep both arms up overhead. And exhale. Hands come through heart center. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms out to the side and forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to, nice and deep here. We're just going to find some stretch, find some length in our side body. So your right hand is going to come in to the front of and in between or the middle of your feet. So it's right in the center of the mat. You'll inhale, keeping the right knee bent. Left leg's going to straighten as you trace up through the leg. Find length through your left hand side. You should feel the stretch through the hip, through the side body, opening the chest out. Maybe your gaze comes to the ceiling. Engage in your core, feeling that strength, that stretch. Exhale, plant the left palm down to replace the right. Inhale, find that stretch, lengthen through the right leg. Right arm reaches up, left knee stays bent. Inhaling in here. Exhale, replace the right hand with the left hand with the right. Inhale, find the stretch on the left hand side. Inhale, find that length, lift the hip. Exhale, plant the palm, bend through the knee. Inhale, lifting the right hip all the way to the ceiling. Exhale, plant the palms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plant. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands down. Planting back the hands on either side of the feet. You'll step the right foot back. We're not going to lower into a low lunge. We're going to stay up in a high lunge. If this is too much for you, you can take this posture or you can bring this down into a low lunge. If this is okay for you, inhale and sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Palms are going to face each other. Ground down into the hips. Left hip pulls back into the hip socket. Right leg's pushing forward so your hips are nice and stable, nice and level. Straighten, push energy through the right heel, keeping the arms all the way up overhead, shoulders away from the ear. You can stay here, or as you inhale, drop the right hand back, left arm reaches forward, opening out, staying where you are with the feet. Warrior, 2 arms in our high lunge. Inhale in here, sink a little lower. Inhale, exhale, drop the right arm down. Inhale, sweep through center. Exhale, open up, find a twist. Coming over, opening towards the left. So your right arms come forward, left arms come back. Inhale, sweep the left arm back. Inhale through center and flow. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Again, if this is too much for you, you can come into a low lunge. Inhale to the right. Exhale through center. One more time. Exhale to the left. As you inhale and come through center, find that reach. And you're going to pivot on the foot of the right leg. Turn the toes out. Come into your warrior one. From our warrior one, you might need to step a little wider on the mat so that your toes are maybe spilling off the mat. They're in a 45-degree angle. You're still finding that length, that buoyancy through the left leg. Legs should be turning on here. Hips are really working as you ground down into the left foot, ground down into the right. Inhaling, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. 3 breaths here, just grounding into our warrior. Finding that strength, palms facing together, shoulders away from the ears, sinking into the hip. Inhale in and exhale, release. Plant the palms, step the right foot up to meet the left, and take a nice deep breath in your forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Maybe curling yourself down into a little ball. Inhaling in, we'll take it over to the right hand side. So you're stepping the left foot back this time, coming into your high lunge. Inhaling, sweep both arms up overhead, sink down into the hip, pull the right hip back, pushing the left hip forward. Again, if this is too much for you, come down into your low lunge, dropping the knee. Inhaling, shoulders away from the ear. Exhale to sink a little lower. There's no shame in coming down to a lower version of the pose. You're still working with your body. Inhale, palms are coming together, shoulders away from the ears. Find that length, that strength. Imagine your torso is being pulled up, shoulders open back. Inhale in here. Exhale, sending the right arm back behind you, left opens out, twisting over towards the right hand side. Inhale, right arm sweeps down, coming up through center. And exhale, opening out to the left hand side. Notice that tendency to want to come down into our warrior two. Just consider the difference of perspective. Keeping an open mind to new movements, to new flows. Inhale, sweep through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Sink a little deeper with every inhalation and exhalation. Inhale through center. Exhale. One more breath each side. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Sink even lower. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come through center. Find your warrior one. We've all been here before. Turning the toes of the left foot towards the corner of the mat. Stepping the left foot out if you need to find that space as your torso twists forward. Pulling the right hip back, pushing the left hip forward. Inhale, find that length, that grounding, shoulders away from the ears, really lifting through the torso. Inhale in, exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, plant the palms. Step the left foot back in line, step the right foot back to meet the left. Lower onto the knees, shift the hips back and come down into everybody's favorite child's pose. Resting the forehead onto the earth, you can keep the arms out long in front of you, or you can bring them down at your sides. We're not going to stay here for very long, so just a few deep breaths as you feel that length through your spine, releasing through your hips. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. I'm not sure how well you can hear me when my head's down, so I'm lifting my head, but you can keep yours down on the mat and just listen to my voice. Just begin to notice the movement of the energy in your body, the flow of prana. Taking a deep breath in, allow your body to regulate, to come back into an equilibrium. Just notice how by moving and shifting and releasing, you can still always come back to yourself, to your breath, to this posture of a child where you are safe, and supported. Inhale in and come back into a tabletop position, rounding through the feet, pressing into both feet evenly. You're going to bring your right hand in between the gaze, so right into the center of your mat. Inhaling, the left arm reaches up, finding that twist. And as you exhale, cross the left hand underneath the right and start to walk that hand out as far as you can, dropping your ear, dropping your shoulder down onto the mat. Finding a thread the needle. You can keep your right hand where it is or start to open it out towards the front of your mat. Pushing the hips back and just feel that stretch through your shoulder blades. You feel nice and juicy here. Pressing into the tops of the feet. Feel that stretch through the left side body, through the left shoulder, left side of the neck. Palm facing down onto the earth. Inhaling, start to uncurl and come back, lifting the left arm up, twisting again, and then dropping the left hand to replace the right. Inhale, sweep the right arm all the way up overhead. Exhale, right hand crosses under the left. Drop down to the right ear. Hopefully you can see me a little bit better if the left side was a little tricky. Inhale, sending the hips back, feeling that stretch through the right shoulder blade. Start to close down the eyes here and just invite some relaxation in, feeling that twist, that stretch through the upper body. This is really good for anyone that's spent most of their day at a new computer desk or a non-ideal computer setup, or just for anyone that's feeling particularly tense or stressed. We hold a lot of energy in our shoulder blades, in our necks, in our chests. Inhaling, invite that new air, feel the expansion of your ribs as you inhale. Exhale, softening through the chest. Inhale, come back through center and lift the hand up towards the sky. Exhale, plant the palms, shift back into your toes pose. We're coming to wind down now, so before we turn onto our bums, if you need to grab a bolster or a blanket or anything that will make our cool down a little bit more comfortable, please feel free to do so. We're just shifting the hips over towards one side, sending both legs out long, shimmying into the center of your mat. One last little ditty for our core work. Trying to bring your hands to the backs of the thighs, wrap the shoulders, pull the elbows in and lift all the way up into our boat pose. You can stay here in boat, finding the length through your neck, elbows pulling in, shoulders away from the ears, drawing your navel in towards your spine. Or we can take opposite leg toe taps. So dropping the right foot down, lifting. Inhale to drop, exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale. Or one breath, one movement, whatever works for you. If this is really easy for you, so avoid kicking or swimming with the feet. So you're dropping one leg at a time. If you feel you want to go deeper with this, nice and slowly. Bring your hands back to the thighs, drop the feet, roll the upper body back. I'm sorry, that was definitely more than 3. Shift the hips down and bring your feet to just below your bum, below your coccyx. Fingertips can be in line with the heels, but if they don't quite come there, that's okay. We're going to just roll through some bridge. So we're not going to hold in our bridge, we're going to keep it moving, keep the energy flowing. So rolling the shoulder blades together and down the back body, engaging through your lower abdomen, pushing the lower back into the earth. We'll inhale in, lift the hips. Exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Imagine your vertebrae touching one by one down onto the mat, so your lower back comes to kiss the earth before you inhale and start to lift. Keeping your core engaged, so really noticing what's going on with the low back. You want it to tuck under as you inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. Lower back comes to meet the earth. Inhale, lift. Lifting those hips up nice and high. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering into the earth. Knees are pushing together. You're really turned on through the legs here, engaging the glute. Helping you to lift and lower. Keep your lower belly, your core engaged. This will keep your lower back safe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Feel that swing of energy, that swoosh. As you inhale, lift. And exhale, release and lower everything down. Lower back touches into the earth. Legs release as you inhale. Bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe rocking from side to side. And we're going to come into an easy twist. If this doesn't work for you, you can come into maybe Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide, or you can just come down into Shavasana. If you'd like to join us in an easy twist, drop the hands down, drop the feet down, shift the weight of the hips or shifting the hips over towards the right hand side, knees come back in and drop over towards the left. Both arms come out long, or they can come into cactus if you don't have much room. If, like me, you've got a wall in the way. And then we're just going to close down the eyes. Maybe you're tempted to go deeper into this posture by extending the legs along. Try and see if you can stay here. Just feel the benefits of this mid posture. If maybe your knees don't come to the earth, you can grab a block or a pillow, resting them down on there. You can also use your left hand to guide your legs over, deepening that stretch ever so slightly. But really what we want to focus on here, being okay with the mid posture, being okay with where we're at and adapting to our circumstances. As we release those old energies, rinsing out the body, clearing it of toxins, making way for new possibilities that aren't going to be clouded by old thoughts. Your gaze can come over towards the right side. Just start to focus in on your breath. Don't worry, I'm still here. We're just taking a moment all together to be with our breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, heaviness through both shoulders, through the neck, through the gaze. gaze back through center. Guide the legs with the hands all the way into center. Shift the weight over to the left hand side. Bring the knees in, tucking everything in together. And then exhale, drop the knees over towards the right hand side. Find that twist to the right. Inhale, feel the expansion through your chest, and exhale, feel the release. Gaze drops over towards the left hand side. Few moments here to be with the breath. Notice any thoughts or feelings of wanting to hurry this moment along, to come through your Shavasana, to finish class today. And just see if you can ground back into your breath, into being okay with where you're at. These last few moments of self-care. As you inhale the legs through center, shift your weight back into the center of your mat. We'll extend ourselves out into a Shavasana all together. Legs come as wide as the mat, palms facing up, neck level, shoulders dropping away from the ears. Toes turning out, palms facing up. You can stay here for as long as you like. As you focus in on your breath, on the inhalation through your nose, exhalation through your nose. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Just begin to bring your awareness into your body. You start to scan from the little toe, fourth toe, middle toe, second toe, big toe, across the tops of the feet, down through the soles of the feet, across the heels, up the shins, the calves, the knees. The thighs are heavy on the mat. The back of your thighs heavy, touching the earth. The glutes are released. Hips are soft and supported by the earth. Your low back softens and releases any tension. You release any tension in your navel, in the belly. Just allow it to move with your inhalation and exhalation. Bring your awareness now through the mid-body to the ribs, to the sides of the ribs, feeling them expand with every inhale, soften with every exhale. Noticing that point just above your navel, releasing it now. Inhaling and feel the expansion through your ribs, through the shoulders as they soften onto the mat. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. Tops of the arms relax. Backs of the arms relax. elbow creases turning towards the sky, forearms releasing, hands releasing, now open to accepting new possibilities. Your thumb relaxes, your index finger relaxes, middle finger relaxes, ring finger relaxes, pinky relaxes. Whole palm is soft on the earth. Inhale, bringing your awareness through your arms to your neck, the collarbones, feeling them ground into the mat. Feeling that length through the neck and releasing the jaw, softening the whole head down into the earth. A few more deep breaths here, just feeling your whole body heavy on the mat. Taking this moment to release any last tensions or frustrations that's still lingering. And you can stay here and end today's class in Shavasana, or you can roll yourself slowly into whatever side works for you, taking whatever movement works for you, maybe reaching the arms up overhead, sweeping yourself all the way up into a seated position, crossing the legs, or coming into whatever comfortable seat works for you, just grounding, finding that space, any little movements, keeping the eyes closed here. And we'll end our class with the same way that we end every class, sweeping the arms all the way up overhead, bringing them down through heart center. We'll inhale in, and I'll exhale to Om, but you don't need to join me, so inhale. Om.